Alright, so what's up, y'all? I would like to start out by thanking all 18 of my new subscribers, and I'd also like to welcome all the new visitors to my page. After speaking in context about natural hair in my last upload, I figured I'd give you guys a brief profile / background of my own natural hair by, I guess, giving myself like a little interview. So, to get started, let's see, what was the first question? The first question is, what was hair life like before and upon getting a perm? Alright, so before getting a perm, I'm going to take it all the way back. When I was really young, preschool, or like early elementary, my mom used to put my hair in one puff. That one puff turned into two. Those two puffs turned into 2 twists, and then 4 twists, then 6 twists, and so on and so forth as my hair grew longer. So I want to say the twisties went on about early 5th grade. I was still a twisty kid in early 5th grade. So yeah, I was the girl in class that was whole half grown in elementary school. So I was still in 5th grade wearing twisties. And actually, I'm not even finna front my mama like that, because that is one of the things that I can say kept my hair healthy. Shout out to you, mama. So yeah, I was a twisty kid until about early 5th grade. And then my mom was like, your hair is just it's getting out of hand. It's getting too thick. I can't really do nothing with it. Try to deal with it until we can get to the salon after school's over, after school lets out or whatever. So I basically brushed my hair back in a puff for about 2-3 months, and then, no, I'm probably exaggerating. It probably wasn't that long. But I probably brushed my hair back for a little while. And then in the summertime, she took me to my cousin Cynthia. And that is right before I started getting perms. So Cynthia is I keep messing this up. So Cynthia is the absolute only person that my mom really trusted with my hair, other than like her, my granny, and my auntie. She knew Cynthia would do right by me with a perm, so I really don't have a horror story associated with the perm. Cynthia always doing right by me. I mean it, that my cousin had growing hands, and that's just that on that. And still today, if I was to screw it all up, Cynthia's the first person I'm going to, because she can grow some hair. I got perms. I want to say it wasn't really often when I was getting perms. It was probably about 2 or 3 times a year. And I visited the salon a lot more than I got perms. Like, I'd get a perm, and we do deep condition treatments, styles. I love twisties and curls whenever I was getting perms. Oh my gosh, y'all. Nothing was wrong with my hair. I don't have a horror story. It was healthy. It was growing, moisturized, all that. It was so taken care of. But I guess after a while, I felt like it just wasn't me, if that makes sense. So the transition between middle school and high school is when I really started thinking about it. I remember coming home telling my mama a lot, you know, like, I want my curly hair back. What do I got to do to get my curly hair back? And mama was like, girl, I don't know nothing you can do. Only thing I can think for you to do is to stop getting perms, but I'm kind of scared for you to do that because your hair might break off, you know. And back then, you really just you was just unsure. So I started contemplating going natural like my freshman and sophomore year. And I even remember going longer and longer between getting perms, just to figure out what I wanted to do, how I was going to do it, and give myself like a little tester of how it'd be without a perm. But I actually didn't stop getting perms until my junior year of high school. I remember walking in the salon with my best friend to get, you know, our Easter perm and our Easter hairdo. Knowing in my mind, like, this is about to be my last, like, this is my last perm. I'm not getting perms anymore. After this, I'm not getting perms. So, you know, at that point, it was just up from there. And the only thing mama really knew to do was, you know, just stop getting perms. You know, there was a risk that came with that. Sometimes when people would stop getting perms, their hair would break off. So I and my family definitely wasn't going for me doing no type of big chop because my hair was healthy. They wasn't going for me cutting my hair. So I had to, what they call now, transition. Going natural was very new to not only me, but to the area that I live in. Y'all live in a small town in Kentucky. Anyway, resources were slim. And when I say resources were slim, I mean as far as what to do. Like, I didn't know what to do with my hair. And two, as far as products. Like, the only products that we had that I can actually say were labeled under a natural hair category was Cantu. So it was pretty decent back then, but I guess it was decent for all that it was gonna be because, you know, we didn't know anything else. The only thing I remember using the Cantu leave-in, not the shampoo and conditioner. I remember using the leave-in, and I used to use coconut milk and Moroccan something by Organics in Walmart, or OGX. They're a little round bottle. I used to use that to put my hair in a wet bun full of conditioner. That was me through and through. If you remember me from high school, I always had the bun in my hair, that wet curly bun sitting on the very top of my head. But if I didn't have that wet bun, it was wet bun, 2 braids by my auntie, and straighten it. I'd only straighten it like if it was a special occasion, my birthday, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, you know, the whole 9. That's how it was as far as product usage and styling went for me. I was basically just winging it. I ain't gonna sit up here and lie. Because really, it wasn't but a handful of people going natural at the time. I didn't really know anybody that was going natural. So it's not like I can just, you know, ask the people around me, so what y'all doing in y'all hair? You know, they really don't know. So wet bun full of conditioner, braids, and presses for the longest. It was very new. Fast forward 2014, my hair is legit down my back at this point. I remember pressing it out right before my birthday, walking around thinking I was cute, and this lady stopped me. She was like, you know, you have your hair is beautiful. You have some very pretty hair, but you know, you really need to trim. Like, your ends look bad, it's thin down there, and it just didn't look right. So I unnecessarily took offense to it. I remember going home thinking about it, and I stewed on it for a couple of days, and I went into the salon, a random salon, and I had no idea what I was doing or what I wanted. I just said I needed a trim, and instead of the trim, y'all, by the time I left the salon, I had got 8 inches cut off of my hair. And I remember going home over the next couple of days trying to get used to my straight hair with the cut. And I couldn't get used to it. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and wash it and put it back up in my bun. So y'all, I washed it, and oh my gosh, as soon as I got done, I remember looking at my hair, and those curls just literally sprung right up in me. I really didn't realize the importance of a trim until that very moment. That was like, I guess that's your big chop transition type of thing. But anyway, those was literally the curls I was looking for the whole time. So I was amped, and needless to say, it was just basically up from there. Whenever I pressed my hair out for Thanksgiving, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna have to get a trim. And I wore it around for a little bit. Then I knew time was winding down. Right before I washed my hair from my press, I had told my sister, you know, I need you're gonna have to trim me up a little bit. My sister's a licensed cosmetologist, Malaya Rupert. She works at 9 Fruits in Evansville. So hit her up for sure, because she got skills. She gave me a great cut. But I ended up going in for the trim, and like I said, history repeats itself, and I ended up cutting, y'all would have to ask her, I think it was like 8 inches again, somewhere between 8 and 9. But even since then, y'all, I've probably cut another 4 inches. Key this itty bitty bun in the back of my head. So I've cut it pretty short, and I'm ready to regrow it all over again. So yeah, y'all stay tuned for my next video. I guess a detailed version of wash day for me after a press. Thanks for watching, y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Send me your bios, anything you'd like to see on my YouTube channel. Send it to my email. I'm gonna link it in the description box. And again, thanks for watching. Peace and blessings from yours truly, Tia.